Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I'm reporting on incoming changes to legendary effects for armor. And yes, those are big and very impactful. Good or bad? Unfortunately both. Depend on your personal circumstances, you will be either hit with a nice buff or not so nice nerf. So that depends what you are using, what you like the most. I will cover it all. I will start from the positive. Hopefully, your build will be on the list. If not, then most likely it is on the negative change. I will cover both. Let's dive in. All the changes. And yes, I know it's a public test server. Something can change, but only about a month left. You shouldn't expect big changes at this point. Small changes, small tweaks are possible. Big changes, very unlikely. So get ready. Just don't craft anything ahead of time, because it's better to just get ready, prepare your modules, and wait for confirmation when March update drops, and you will see what's happening. So new effects and changes. It is Star 1, so the most impactful one that's changing for almost all armor, and that's in addition to comprehensive changes to armor and calculations of damage received. First one is good. Aristocrats. Reflect incoming damage based on caps health. And some of those effects I will showcase on enemies. Some of them I will just quickly explain. This one I will showcase later, as that's interesting one. The most interesting one I will showcase. Reflects incoming damage based on caps health, currently 10%. So how it works, it does not reduce damage you are taking. You are still taking the same damage as without any prefix. But you are reflecting the damage back on attacker, and this is quite effective. 10% per piece, it's the maximum. The only bad news here is to hit the maximum, you need 39,500 caps. And it's not a linear progression. So if you have less than 30k caps, this effect basically doesn't work. So you need to be maxed out on caps. That's a downside. So I would say only for endgame players that do not need caps, they can just hold like me. I can hold to 40k, do not trade, stop trading for a while, and enjoy Aristocrats. Other new effect, Heavyweight. This one grants up to 10% damage reduction at higher encumbrance. Basically, you need to be over encumbered by quite a bit, by 50%. And it can hit 10% per piece. So full set, you'll get like 50% damage reduction. It's a lot. It's awesome. Only for regular armor. Every other effect is for power armor and regular armor. Heavyweight is regular armor only. Very nice effect. Relatively easy to use. I will showcase this one as well. A little bit of gimmicks added, of course. You need to be over encumbered. So not perfect, not always perfect, but interesting. And you can absolutely use it. I will be crafting a full set of heavyweight for myself. The Lucid Effect, 6%. So that's strong. From the next update for all ghouls, basically the strongest prefix. 6% as long as you are sane. I'm currently not really. I need to eat some Radex diluted to get the full bonus. I will show you when the full bonus kicks in as we are at it. So you can see my bar is about half. I normally just top it up by eating Radex diluted. So let's top it up a little and see now how Lucid works. At this moment, still 3%. Maybe I need to equip to refresh, or that's not enough yet. Not enough. I need to pop more. Sanity meter now, 6%. So it's not linear. It just jumps from 3 to 6. How is it based? You just need to be wonderful. You need to hit wonderful status, so you need to be above 80% on the sanity meter, and then the bonus is full. Not hard to do, and there are legendary perks that can take care for that if you are too lazy to pop Radex frequently, so you can fix that without doing anything. Awesome effect for ghouls. Lucid, very powerful. Overeaters for humans. So this is either a buff or a nerf, depend on your build. 40% health flat added to your max health is awesome for everyone who's planning to run Juggernaut build and need extra health boost. Very efficient. Is it better or worse for you? Will depend on your style. You will see in practice if you are currently running Overeaters how it will affect you. For most part, I would say it would be neutral to positive. Although, yeah, there are some edge case scenarios when it will be negative. But for most part, neutral to positive. All the effects like troubleshooters and other enemy specific still list exactly the same percentage, but math changes. It's now multiplicative, so final effect is slightly weaker. With the new math, troubleshooters full set, you will get 56% reduction to the damage from robots, which is still really good, and most enemies' damages have been adjusted as well. You will not notice any negative change here, even though behind the scene it's changing. It will be 56% total for the full set, still worth it against robots. And now some of the bad changes that appear as positive at first glance. Bolstering, and I was saying, I know, when I was reading the patch notes, I was saying it's gonna be a buff, but that's because I did not know the curve they used to kick in those effects. I will show you what I mean in a moment. So that applies to the bolstering, which 10% looks so good. 10% looks so good. And the same applies to Vanguards. Again, 6% at full health. That seems so good. But if you see my current, and you may notice I am indeed full health. Yeah, almost full health. It doesn't look so good. Like, I'm full health. Almost 500 out of 500. But Vanguards... What does Vanguards do? 0.88%. And you will be... What? How is that so low? Like, you full health. Do you need to add the glow? Unfortunately, no. Adding glow does nothing. Like, I can increase the glow. Does not apply to Vanguard's calculation at all. So it's still the same. Why is that like it? Unfortunately, it seems like for full effect, you need to be at or above 1000 health. If you play Fallout, you know it's virtually impossible to do. Like, you cannot be playing with above 1k health. Unless you would use Overeaters. But Overeaters is first star too, so you cannot pair the Vanguards and Overeaters. So there's no way. You may achieve some decent bonus pushing that up, but you need to push it up a lot. If I just push it up a little bit, let's say I pop a pumpkin pie. So what it will do for me, I will pop a pumpkin pie, and now I have 575 health, and Vanguards 1.4%. Let's be honest, you will not use it. Even if you hit like 750 or whatever it is to hit 3 percentage points, it's still not worth it. Like, you boost your health like crazy to have 3% reduction when Lucid is double of that. Lucid is way easier to maintain, at least when you are a ghoul. If you are a human, you have other options than Vanguard. You will just use something else. Vanguards, bolstering. The bolstering is a similar story, just other way around. If you wonder when this bolstering effect will kick in with full power of 10% per piece, it will. Use the wrong workbench. It will hit in when you drop under 5% health. So for most people, it's not realistic. Like, you're not gonna be playing under 5% health. At regular bloodied range, it's almost worthless. Let me switch this one for a moment to bolstering. I will show you at regular bloodied range how it looks like. So pretty standard, normal bloodied range. I fully crippled myself trying to drop health. 19% health at this moment. If we check now the bolstering piece, 4.3 percentage point. Not even half of the effect. Again, you will not be running it. I doubt it. It's better than nothing. Like, it's more usable than a Vanguard's for full health. 4.3%. It's something that it will be scaling up, but the starting point is like really low, and full effect kicks in when you are about dead. 5% health for someone who has 500 health total is 25 health. Yeah, not amazing. The Vanguards and Bolstering, it appeared like they gave them the buff, but they applied such a crazy curve when it kicks in that it is not, because it kicks in way too late to be usable. Like 1k health for full health, 25 health for low health. Those are not realistic values. Let's be honest, not realistic values. So those are the bad changes. And now for the fun part, so some demonstration of those effects. Aristocrats, and only Aristocrats. I'm taking away perks like Ricochet and other perks that could damage enemies, so it will be purely Aristocrats getting some action. Here, those super mutants will be helping us. Hello, super mutants. Could we please start the demonstration? There we go. So look at that. First shots fired, and those super mutants are taking damage. I'm taking damage too, but that's Aristocrats alone. Of course, you will not be using it alone. You will combine that with other effects, and it applies to melee too. Melee actually hitting so hard that they kill themselves way faster than ranged enemies. Damage enemies do is a big factor. More damage enemy does, the more damage enemy is taking back. So you can see damage being deflected. It's basically every shot, like it's not a chance, it's the value. So full set, I'm reflecting 50% of the damage back on the attackers. So it's decent, and yes, it can be used on power armor, and it can be paired with reflective 4-star legendary effect to achieve 100% reflection of the damage. So they will eventually die purely from Aristocrats. And then the second very interesting effect, the heavyweight. So it is very weak now because I need to be over encumbered, which is not a big deal. What we do to get over encumbered, I take out Fruhaika, and now, out of a sudden, heavyweight has full effect. As I achieved the requirement. What's the requirement? You need to be 50% overweight. So for my carry weight of 433, I need to achieve about 650. I need to carry at least 650 pounds. I have more by just unequipping a perk, and now I'm taking way less damage. You can probably see this effect. I'm taking damage much slower. I'm no longer reflecting any. So I switch Aristocrats, but I do benefit from this huge damage mitigation, and those super mutants do way less damage. It works on everything. It works as well for the Guardian. You can tank Guardian with a heavyweight set and all other bosses. You just take out through hikers or do other tricks to instantly get into over-encumbered mode. And when you are done with the fight and you want to be mobile again, you just re-equip through hikers. I wish we could equip perk cards on the quick wheel. That would be so much better. So I'm losing most of the bonus, but I can move again. So that's how it will be working. A lot of changes to those legendary effects. Comprehensive armor update. I hope this video will be helpful for you to get ready for the incoming changes. Get some plans. Maybe already plan a new build with use case of those new effects like Aristocrats. I love Aristocrats after changes. It's a pain a little bit to run at full caps. But hey, I will take the trade-off to have some fun. And that being said, thank you all for watching. Let me know if those changes are positive or negative for you personally. Take care and see you in the next one.